And this is their 30-inch IPS 1080p, it's 1080p vertical, 21:9 ultra wide. Well, what does that mean? Let's go ahead and plug this thing in. I'm gonna go ahead and just plug this in so you guys can see what a quality image that this thing creates. We tested it out. Still got the test data actually loaded up on my laptop. It's gonna be great to see that. This has the new 2023, late 2023, 2024 on-screen display. So it has that joystick. It came in at 450 nits of peak brightness. So fantastic brightness on this screen. I don't even have it nearly that much. Now this YouTube video unfortunately is not 21:9. You can see how incredibly wider it is here. So you're getting that much on this side, that much on that side. Not much more vertical. You'll notice that this thing's only a tiny bit wider vertically. And this is what I love for first-person shooters. It's one of my favorite things for gaming, but you're getting basically those extra view angles on the side. And you can see, in my opinion, on most games, you can see, because of that wider field of view, you can see around corners, you can do some really stuff. 210 hertz is the maximum. We tested it out at 210, and the ghosting wasn't bad. There was like 2 or 3 frames. What it actually did was there was a little bit of inverse ghosting. So the overdrive was actually drawing the pixels ahead to try to get it to prepare to switch. So you get a little bit of that, but honestly at 210, if that's all it was doing, if you bump it down to 144 maybe, it's gonna run really good. The 1080p resolution, it's 2560 pixels, so not 1920, but it's 2560 pixels by 1080, so it's 21:9. Well, what does that mean? It actually means that you're going to be able to get more screen real estate without jumping up to a whole nother level of 3440 by 1440, which is going to be a lot better for your GPU to stay at that 1080p range. So if you've got a mid-range card, there's going to be a good chance that you're going to hit that 144, whereas on a lot of other ones you wouldn't even have a chance to hit that. So this is one of the really nice things about this one. This is the color gamut. It was 100% of sRGB. They don't show the 125, 127, whatever. So it filled a full 100%, but it did 96% of the DCI P3. The brightness and contrast, this thing tested out at 450 nits of peak brightness with about 1,000:1 contrast ratio. And then color accuracy, because of the rich color saturation, you can calibrate it and you can correct some of these colors. But some of the primaries down here in the reds, they were off up to 4, but the average delta E down here is 2.3 in this result. So the overall monitor rating, it gave it a 4 out of 5 on color accuracy, contrast, and that brightness, it gave it a 5.0 right across the board. So overall, very good results on this one. And if you're looking at picking up something that you can game with, that you could use for PC, for desktop, things like that, that would be great. There we go. I'm gonna go back out on my Xbox. And one thing you're gonna notice, everything is stretched. So I've taken this normal image and I've actually made it wider. So what I've done is I'm basically going to have what would normally be bars, I've taken those off. Now you can fix this in the on-screen display. So you'll see down here the aspect ratio is set to full. So we can actually go down here to 16:9, which is what it should be. So if you want to play your Xbox games, you want to play Halo, you want to play all these other games, and you want them to stay in their standard aspect ratio, you can do that. The other interesting thing is it's already at 120 hertz right here. So you'll see that you will be able to do the high speed, which is awesome. And I'm already getting my speakers, I'm getting my sound of the game through here already. So it will work with Xbox, it will work with PlayStation 5, it'll work at the higher speed, 120 hertz refresh rates, things like that. What it won't do is it won't fill the whole screen at 21:9. You're going to basically either have to choose to have bars, or what I did on that same setting, if I go back to it here. And this one gets incredibly bright. This is at 25% brightness and it's still a little bit blown out on our picture, or you'd have to go to this stretched kind of full mode. So it will fill the screen. It's just going to have those bars on it as well. So that's from Scepter. That's their 210 hertz ultra wide. I'm going to go ahead and put this